Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we're going to be unlocking fairy rings, one of Runescape's best transportation methods, and they can be unlocked early. Keeping it short and sweet, let's jump in. Hey guys, welcome back. Unlocking fairy rings allows us to move more freely. With fairy rings scattered around the world, they will make moving around a lot easier. Not only are fairy rings some of the best teleports available, but they are fairly easy to unlock with only a few requirements standing in our way. Let's take a closer look. We must travel to Mauritania to complete Nature's Spirit. Then we have to battle the tree spirit that guards the Drummond tree to complete the Lost City. And last, we have to defeat Tanglefoot in Fairy Tale Part 1. Only then can we start Fairy Tale Part 2 and unlock fairy rings. First step, Nature's Spirit. Already in Mauritania, we can meet up with Drizzle to start the quest. With a short trip through the swamp to the Nature's Grotto, our quest is underway and we are already getting closer to those fairy rings. After blessing a few logs, we were able to fill up our druid pouch and kill the 3 ghasts in the swamp for filament. Quest completed. Rapidly advancing towards our end goal, I couldn't wait and immediately got started on the Lost City. First, we have to make a pit stop at a bank. We're taking a trip to Entrana and we can't bring anything with us. We managed to make our way onto the island and continue on with our quest. Finally, down in the dungeon, we have to take out a couple of zombies to acquire a bronze axe. Using Crumble Undead, those zombies didn't stand a chance. We got our axe and we are ready to take on the tree spirit and cut a few branches from the Drummond tree. Making use of the mushroom safe spot, we quickly defeated the tree spirit and cut our Drummond branches. Now we can return to the shed and lumbered swamp and discover the Lost City to complete the quest. With 2 of the 3 roadblocks out of the way, it's time to tackle the last hurdle. On to Fairy Tale Part 1 to kill Tanglefoot and finally get those fairy rings. Making our way back to Draenor Village to speak with Martin about our quest, which eventually ends up leading us to Malignius Mortifier, who sends us on an adventure for 3 items to acquire the magic secateurs: Jangerberries, blue dragon scales, and a mosquito proboscis. Thanks to a group member, we didn't need to worry about grabbing Jangerberries, and we can get to work right away on the blue dragon scale and the mosquito proboscis. First up, the scariest of the 2, the blue dragon scales. We have to trek our way through the Taverley dungeon to speak with a prisoner about a dusty key. Once there, we head to kill the jail guard and speak to Velrak in order to receive the dusty key. Now we can continue through the dungeon to get our blue dragon scales. Without thinking, I ran straight in there and started grabbing blue dragon scales. I grabbed 2 dragon scales before things got dangerous and I had to teleport out of there to avoid dying. I think we got lucky, boys. The worst of our adventures are over. We just have to make our way through the jungles of Brimhaven to Taibo One Eye for our mosquito proboscis. Quick stop at the general store to grab a machete and we get to work on chopping the jungle down. It wasn't long before a friend came to help us out. He called us over to kill his mosquito and got us back on track. Picking up the proboscis, we now had everything we need to get our magic secateurs and finally kill Tanglefoot. Back in Mauritania at the Nature Grotto to give Philemon the items and receive our magic secateurs. It's time, we must defeat Tanglefoot. Quest completed. No time to waste. All hurdles have been hurdled, we can finally unlock fairy rings. Back in Drainer to speak with Martin to begin Fairy Tale Part 2.
5 minutes later.
After a short conversation with the Fairy Godfather, we've learned how to use the fairy rings and can now travel to the Fairy Resistance hideout to test them. Yep, they work. We did it. We got our fairy rings. Now that we completed Fairy Tale Part 2, we're able to start working on a little side goal that we had. Now we can travel to the home of the nature spirits and begin killing them for a rune hatchet and some nature runes. We start out by chopping the tree to get the tree spirit to spawn. So far no luck on the rune hatchet, but we managed to get our hands on a few mithril and addy hatchets. We aren't giving up yet though. I will leave here with a rune hatchet today. W Genie. Let's go! Rune hatchet, man. We're free! We have achieved a lot today, but we aren't stopping yet. I figured we could finish up our kudos at the museum and wrap up the day with completing Bone Voyage.
Dude, no way I got the amulet already. Yo, I got it in 5.
Hey yo, we spooned our first inventory and only a few artifacts in, and we already dug up the dig site pendant. Let's go. This is perfect. Now we have to go and do Bone Voyage. Completing the museum displays will help us finish the rest of the kudos that we need to be able to start the quest. I believe we only need 100 kudos for Bone Voyage. Adding the artifacts to the display will give us 10 kudos each, bringing us all the way up to 118 kudos. Alright, it's time to start Bone Voyage. Getting Bone Voyage done early is going to be huge for our account. We can immediately start grinding out birdhouses for passive hunter gains and begin prepping for our crafting grind with giant seaweed farming. Fossil Island is also home to some awesome Slayer creatures, AFK combat training, and juicy farming XP from the hardwood tree patches. Almost finished with the quest, we are headed to Fossil Island to complete Bone Voyage. As soon as I stop trolling and losing progress, yep, come on, we're almost there. Quest completed. Now we can officially start our birdhouse runs. I suppose it won't hurt if we do a quick birdhouse run before logging off, right? As I was running to go and start the birdhouse run, I thought I had everything ready to go. Then I realized I didn't. I'm actually missing a chisel. So back to the bank we go. Okay, now we have a chisel. We got our clockworks, we have a hammer and a chisel, our birdhouse seeds, and our logs. That's everything. Let's hit this run. As we were running to the second birdhouse, this maniac managed to pull the dragon hatchet from the Wintertot loot table.
What? No way! No way! That's 1 in 10k.
So the team just got a hatchet. Let's go. What a big day. We tackled some quests, we unlocked our fairy rings, and we even made it to Fossil Island for our first birdhouse run. Things are heating up fast, and I can't wait to be back here for another episode. Until next time, see you guys later.